Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. And if you like this channel, please like and subscribe. And there's a notifications bell down at the corner where if you hit that, you can get notified as to when I'm going to go live. Today, I want to talk about a really important subject to me, and it's enabling. I did a lot of thinking after my vlog yesterday. And one of the analogies I had used for distributing supplies to substance abusers. And when I say supplies, that means clean needles, sharps kits, Narcan, um, medical supplies so that they don't die and that communicable diseases don't get passed to the rest of us. And I received a snarky comment, and it was, I wouldn't give a clean glass to an alcoholic. And I thought about it, and I thought about just maybe the difference in kind of human being that that person was versus what I am. Hi, Carol. And I thought about it long and hard, and I thought, you know what? Here's the difference. I will give a glass, a clean glass, to somebody who needs it if I have one. And if you don't watch me real close, I might even do the dishes and clean up. Because here's the thing. I want to send love and thankfulness to every single person who enabled me to get to get on my feet, who enabled me to be a healthier individual, who enabled me to be worthy of love, who enabled me to have a beautiful environment that I can heal in. And when I think of enabling, I think of what I can do to promote and enable a healthy way of being. And hola, David. And when I think about that, I think about what are the things such as healthcare. That's where it really lies, because the thing is I got the stats this morning. I got the data from yesterday. And there were over 1,000 needles that were passed out. More than 1,000 were collected. Sorry. 4 lives were saved with Narcan in the last week, and one of those came from where they were handing it out. I saw it in action. It does work. Just because, and I spoke with the other Amanda this morning, and she just had some wonderful insight. And to keep somebody healthy, to keep somebody from garnering a communicable disease or ODing or any number of the things, or providing wound care for those with abscesses. What that is, and I'm trying to put it the way she had put it, and it was by doing that, you give someone the chance to make it till tomorrow and make a different decision. You give them the ability to, if they make that decision to get better, if they get into treatment, say tomorrow's their day, then they can get a life free from disease, free from the health impacts that come from a public health crisis. And as we read about like incest, $225 million settlement in the opioid crisis, I think that we all know where the culpability lies. And hi, Saba. And one thing that we have to realize is that everyone has a different ability to fight through. But the people who are coming and getting the Narcan and the supplies are fighting to live another day. And they're trying to do so in the best way that they can, in the healthiest way that they can. And whether you're putting a band-aid on somebody and putting Neosporin and enabling a finger to heal. If you are noticing that somebody is going through it and you reach out your hand, you're enabling them to know that they're okay and to know that you're there. And when I sat down and thought about it, I thought, when I hear the word enable, all the time it has such a negative connotation. And hi Becca, hi David, thank you. Good night, Becca. It has such a negative connotation. But then I realized I wouldn't have made it at all. I wouldn't be alive had people not enabled me to be a better human being. Given me the tools, given me the skills, given me the supplies to be better, to do better. And in my view, that's what enabling is. It's enabling someone to make a better decision, to get better, to be healthier, to do better. And I think that when we need to frame how we think about enabling in a better light, because I'm going to tell you now, please enable people to get better. Please show humanity and kindness. Kindness does not hurt people. And because you want people to be healthy does not mean that you're enabling them to make bad decisions. What you're doing is you're showing them how to make the right ones. You can come down on somebody all day long and say, you're doing the wrong thing, you're doing the wrong thing, you're doing the wrong thing. But until you show them how to do the right thing and teach them in that way, there's nothing being accomplished there. And I wonder sometimes that when I hear people talk about all the things they won't do, I wonder if that mindset keeps them from thinking about all the things that they could do and all the things that they are capable of doing and making a difference in this life and in the lives of others. And when I got this data this morning and I realized that literally in black and white saved lives. And I see this, and to anybody who I just don't understand, it's almost like some people want to pick and choose which lives matter. And that's not the way it works, and especially when you are, thank you, Bill, I appreciate that. And especially when you are doing outreach work or you have, and one of the hardest things is when I hear from people that they they've been in that situation and they think so harshly about others. And that just makes me concerned because I remember going back to school after running away and like graduating 2 weeks after I turned 17. And then seeing people who had trouble after foster care and I was like, well, I could do this and I could do that. So how come you couldn't? And I know it's possible. But here's the thing. That was possible for me. For them, there were other things possible. I had no right to judge their path, their choices, or anything else based on my life. I did what I could do because that was the best that I could do. And there's got to be compassion in that because not one of us get to go through this life without making mistakes. And some of those mistakes, whether we want them to or not, can be life altering and life shattering. And so, as a person with an open heart and the ability to look at the situation and say, well, regardless of what somebody does with their time, whether that be good choices, bad choices, whatever, there's still someone who deserves human rights. And I don't get to choose someone's worth because just being on this planet gives them the right to have a safe and stable sustenance and a way of being. So that's what I wanted to talk about. And I hope that everyone goes forth and enables people to do the best they can. Teach people, show people. If you see people who are having trouble, picking things up, help them, show them. If you think it's so easy to take loads of garbage from encampments and take it to all the things, do that. You know, um, pretty much put up or shut up. Okay, that was a little harsh. I got a forum I'm going to, and I'm all jazzed up about it because it's just, but I just want everyone to know that I'm grateful and so thankful for the people who have enabled me to be stronger, enabled me to do the things that I'm able to do now. Um, and I don't think that we should continue looking at that word as an excuse not to care for one another. So that's where that's at. And next, I want to thank whoever sent this from the Amazon wish list, and I will make sure that this gets to somebody who really, really needs it. I'm really, really psyched. This is something that I don't receive very often from the list, and it can be a vital lifeline for people. And even like me and Gypsy were talking about it, and it's like it's so much easier to be able, if you have to Spange up, which Spange is panhandling enough for a phone card in a month, than it is to be able to afford a phone. Yes, exactly, Carol. Enable wellness. Enable wellness. If, okay, for example, I had a friend who was really struggling with alcoholism, and I don't really drink. I just choose not to, and it's had a impact on me in my past, and I choose not to. And I wanted to enable her to make those steps and have support. So what I did is, um, okay, what is her name, David? And I will say hello. And what I wanted to do is, hi, Alexa. I'm glad you're watching. What I wanted to do is enable her to be able to spend time with someone that was willing to be there for her and spend time with her without alcohol. Because it's very, very hard coming out of addiction because everyone you know and everything that you've done has been centered around that substance. And so it's important, you know, to I can say all day long, well, I'm not going to give her alcohol and I'm not going to do this and I'm not going to do that. But the question that I asked myself and what I should have been asking is, what can I do? And that's what I did. I didn't say, what am I not going to do? I said, what can I do? What can I do to enable this person in a positive way? And so I think that's, what I wanted to talk about is just turning our attention to that. So please say hi to my son, Aaron. Aaron, hello, and it's wonderful that you're watching. I am glad to see or to read you here. So anyway, that was my message for today. And I do want to ask, we desperately need supplies, especially fentanyl testing strips. And that is huge for this operation. It's something that costs a lot and we don't get much of, and it saves lives. So, of course, we need all the supplies, of course, for this. But I have all sorts of supplies on my page. And so, if you can help out with that, wonderful. Another thing is, in the outreach, I met a man named David. And I told David to get a hold of me because he was desperately seeking a first aid kit. And David has not been in the area for very long. And he is scared and is really trying to hold on to hope that his life matters. And he wasn't there for any supplies other than for a first aid kit so that he could care for himself and others. He was concerned about others in his encampment that had sores and needed to be bandaged. And David wears a size 11 shoe. David wears a 36 in pants. I'm not sure exactly what that means. He says he wears a medium shirt and a 36 in pants. And I'm not sure if that's like length or width. But he was a thinner man, so I'm guessing it's probably length. So it'd be like a medium with length. And I am asking anyone who has those supplies around, it doesn't matter whether they're used, could you please get those things? Um, he really touched my heart, and I told him that I would put a call out for help. And so that's what I'm doing. So anyway, I'm going to address any comments, any questions that anybody has. So, oh, and Liz sent me a birthday dress, and she got me these. And I don't wear earrings very often, but I kind of wanted to show these off because they're so pretty, and they don't like cause any issues with my ears. It's wonderful. So thank you, Liz. I appreciate it. And just so everybody knows, my birthday is on Saturday and I'm going to be 41 and like so stoked about it. The 40s have been awesome to me and I'm looking forward to the next half or more of my life and being able to learn so much and have an understanding and grow as a human being and face these challenges and hopefully help others to face these challenges as well. And, that's exciting. Thank you, Alexa. I appreciate that. I'm sure we're going to have a cookout at the park, and I'm hoping it's going to be absolutely phenomenal. Um, I am struggling a little bit with. I was asked to go to Maine, and I was like, okay. And Bill asked me, and just so everybody knows, I'm kind of struggling, and I really want to travel, but I am struggling really hard with panic for some reason, and I have to overcome that a little bit. Thank you, Saba. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm like totally like I know there's some people that are like, oh, don't worry about my birthday, don't worry about it, blah 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 blah. I get excited about birthdays. It is like that's the celebrate. It's a celebration of another year older, another year wiser, another year done of accomplishing and making a difference. So I'm always one to be like, let's celebrate a birthday. But anyway, thank you so much, you guys, for wishing me a happy birthday. And of course, I will be on here again before that. Thank you. Thank you for the birthday cakes. So is there any questions, anything that anybody wants to ask me or any like future subjects that you want to hear about? Just let me know. I'm gonna wait a few seconds and give you guys time to respond. And just so everybody knows, again, in the descriptions is where the PayPal link is and the Amazon wish list. And on the Amazon wish list, you should be able to tell if you have any questions, please message me and I can let you know whether it's a personal wish list item or one that is going to be distributed. What are my future plans? Oh, okay. That is a good one. My future plans are to continue to be a better person. I'm not sure exactly what that means. It means that my life has so far, and actually when I do get to the ability where I can write again a lot, I wanna write a book called An Unplanned Life, and that's the way I look at that is, I follow my path. If I've always been surprised by life, so I kinda let it make plans, and I'm like, "Alright, let's go with it. Let's roll with this now." Um Oh, thank you, Andres. What am I doing for my birthday? Oh, I started an event on Facebook and invited everybody to come to this beautiful park that I live by called Lincoln Park, and they have this park that's like right on the beach, and I thought it would be great to like I have the like Liz sent this pretty yellow dress to yellow sundress. It's gonna be a beautiful day. The weather's supposed to be gorgeous. A day at the beach with the dogs, a cookout. I thought it would be just amazing. I thought that that would be like the best thing to do is spend it celebrating with people that I love so much and enjoy and people that care about me. So I thought that was awesome. Um, Hi, Buddha Man. I don't know if I pronounce your and again, everybody, I try to pronounce names as best as I can, and if I do like totally butcher it, I am so sorry. And so Buddha Man, hi, and I am well. So I'm gonna wrap it up and cheers from Seattle. And I will talk to you all later. I hope you all have people that enable you to be better as well. I wouldn't be the kind of person or the best person I could be without my team. So, you guys have an amazing day. You have an amazing day. I love horses, and I will talk to you all later. Bye.